reputation for decades. The Nehru Memorial Museum and Library is the original name. Now you're changing it into a museum of all prime ministers, that's fine. But you can still keep the words Nehru Memorial. He was the first prime minister, the longest serving prime minister, the man who in many ways laid the foundations for what India was all about. Why can't we leave the past in the past, acknowledge what has happened and move on? So call it the Nehru Memorial Prime Minister's Museum. It would have been a simple thing to do. You don't demean your first prime minister and at the same time you include everybody. But unfortunately that spirit of compromise seems to be missing. It's all about knocking things down rather than building things up.
So J.P. Murga said that on the same issue that the Congress is not able to move beyond a dynasty and that's the problem with
No, the country has clearly moved on. The very fact is we've had 13 or 14 more prime ministers after Nehruji. So everyone recognizes there's now many, many more. But the fact still is the original place where he had himself lived at one time, which was a memorial that named for him for more than 50 years, now suddenly you want to change it. It seems petty. And the pettiness is what I think all of us would find disappointing. You want the government to be large-hearted and to be all-inclusive. That's the spirit of having a museum of all prime ministers. Well, you don't start an all-inclusive naming process by excluding the first prime minister.